The Mount Lebanon Mutasarrifate was one of the Ottoman Empire's subdivisions following the Tanzimat reform. After 1861 there existed an autonomous Mount Lebanon with a Christian mutasarrif, which had been created as a homeland for the Maronites under European diplomatic pressure following the 1860 massacres. History. Background: as the Ottoman Empire began to decline, the administrative structure came under pressure, following continued animosity and fighting between the Maronites and the Druze. Representatives of the European powers proposed to Sultan Abdulmajid I that the Lebanon be partitioned into Christian and Druze sections. The Sublime Porte was finally compelled to relinquish its plans for the direct rule of the Lebanon, and on December 7, 1842, the Sultan adopted Prince Metternich's proposal and asked Asad Pasha, the governor of Beirut, to divide the Mount Lebanon into two districts, a northern district under a Christian Kaymakam and a southern district under a Druze Kaymakam, both chosen among tribal leaders. Both officials were to report to the governor of Sidon, who resided in Beirut. 1860 Civil War. On May 22, 1860, a small group of Maronites fired on a group of Druze at the entrance to Beirut, killing one and wounding two. This sparked a torrent of violence which swept through Lebanon. In a mere 3 days, from May 29 to 31, 60 villages were destroyed in the vicinity of Beirut. 33 Christians and 48 Druze were killed. By June the disturbances had spread to the mixed neighborhoods of southern Lebanon and the anti-Lebanon, to Sidon, Hasba, Rishaya, Deir el-Kamar, and Zaleh. The Druze peasants laid siege to Catholic monasteries and missions, burnt them, and killed the monks. France intervened on behalf of the local Christian population and Britain on behalf of the Druze after the massacres, in which over 10,000 Christians were killed. Creation of the Mutasarrifate. On 5 September 1860, an international commission composed of France, Britain, Austria, Prussia, Russia and the Ottoman Empire met to investigate the causes of the events of 1860 and to recommend a new administrative and judicial system for Lebanon that would prevent the recurrence of such events. In the 1861 Reglement Organique, Mount Lebanon was preliminarily separated from Syria and reunited under a non-Lebanese Christian mutasarrif appointed by the Ottoman Sultan, with the approval of the European powers. Mount Lebanon became a semi-autonomous mutasarrifate. In September 1864, the statute became permanent. The mutasarrif was to be assisted by an administrative council of 12 members from the various religious communities in Lebanon. Each of the 6 religious groups inhabiting the Lebanon elected 2 members to the council. This mutasarrifate system lasted from 1861 until 1918, although it was de facto abolished by Jemal Pasha in 1915, after which he appointed his own governors. Naming the members of the International Commission researched many names for the new administrative division and its governor. Many titles were considered. Emir was quickly refuted because it was offensive to the Ottoman Porte and was reminiscent of the emirate system that the Ottomans fought to abolish. Vali also fell from consideration because the commission members wanted to convey the importance of the rank of the new title, which was above than to that of the Ottoman governors of nearby vilayets. Governor was also abandoned because they thought the title was commonplace and widespread. The commission members also ruminated over the title of president, but the designation was not approved by the Ottoman government. After 2 weeks of deliberation, the French term plenipotentiaire was agreed upon and its Turkish translation mutasarrif was adopted as the new title for the governor and for the division, which was dubbed in Arabic as the Mutasarrifiyya of Mount Lebanon. List of mutasarrifs. 8 mutasarrifs were appointed and ruled according to the basic Mutasarrifate regulation that was issued in 1861, then modified by the 1864 reform. These were: the mnemonic word Dafranamayo helped school children memorize the name of the mutasarrifs. List of governors. When the First World War broke out in 1914, Jemal Pasha occupied Mount Lebanon militarily and revoked the Mutasarrifate system. He appointed the mutasarrifs during this period. Those governors were Ali Munif Bey, Ismail Bey, Mumtaz Bey. Demographics. The total population in 1895 was estimated as 399,530, with 80,234 Muslims and 319,296 Christians. In 1913, the total population was estimated as 414,747, with 85,232 Muslims and 329,482 Christians. 1895 and 1913 censuses. Source: Gallery. Maps.